Well, good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be here tonight representing Caterpillar. The East Peoria Chamber of Commerce is a great team of business professionals who contributed so much to making East Peoria a vibrant and growing community. It's great to see the retail growth that has occurred over the last few years. Like many Caterpillar leaders, I've kind of bounced in and out of Peoria, and I've just been amazed at how much is happening in East Peoria. It's been an incredible success story, and I know it's due to the leadership of the Chamber, and again, congratulations to all of you. I was going to give a bit of my career, but I think you've done that, but just a few more words. After graduating with a mechanical engineering degree in 1980, I joined Solar Turbines, a company that was actually still owned by International Harvester in San Diego, California. And about 8 or 9 months after I joined the company, Caterpillar acquired Solar Turbines, so I actually came to the company through an acquisition. I've now been at CAT for 35 years, and I'm starting my 4th year as Group President for Energy and Transportation. As Henry mentioned, I've lived in a number of different places around the world, including 6 years in Southeast Asia, and it's been great, though, to come back to Peoria. My wife and 2 daughters have really enjoyed. It's been an easy transition. We've enjoyed coming back, and it really is a great place to raise a family. You know, after spending many years in other places, just the neighborliness of the location of the city, the way people treat each other, really makes us feel good, and we've been very welcome to the community, and we appreciate that very much. As we are preparing to release our financial results for the full year 2015 and also our forecast for 2016, I'm sure you can appreciate the fact that I can't really disclose any financial information tonight or talk about our results. But I will offer some perspectives on our business and our future priorities. I know the question on everyone's mind is when we expect a turnaround in the business. I don't have an answer to that tonight, but I'll give you a sense of some of the things that we watch and some of the things that are important to us as we look for business conditions to improve. As you might know, Caterpillar was founded in 1925, and in 1929 we were listed on the New York Stock Exchange. At the same time, we were also selling tractors and combines to Russia. We've been at the crossroads of global trade, finance, and politics, and all the volatility that comes with that since our very beginning. This contributes to the long view we take of history, and we have a track record of managing, and I would say pretty successfully, through difficult and uncertain times through the last 90-plus years. Caterpillar, like any company, is subject to economic cycles, which are often triggered by global events. In general, our structure has served us well in that when one business cycle declines, another is typically improving. That has been the case most of the time until recently. As you know, the current economic cycle has impacted most of Caterpillar's business segments. Caterpillar is organized into 3 major businesses, or what we call segments. Construction Industries is the segment most people are familiar with because they build yellow construction equipment we all see on the roads and on construction sites. The second segment is Resource Industries, which primarily manufactures mining equipment. Although less well known to the public, Energy and Transportation represents a large part of Caterpillar. Energy and Transportation is a diverse group of businesses that serves a wide variety of industries and customers, including oil and gas, power generation, marine, and rail. Our product portfolio includes reciprocating engines, generator sets, marine propulsion systems, gas turbines, natural gas compressor sets, locomotives, and rail-related services. A lot of people don't realize that Caterpillar manufactures locomotives. It's kind of a little-known secret. And we're focused on increasing our portfolio of products and services and are expanding the solutions we provide to customers. Not only is there diversity across energy and transportation, there's also significant diversity within each of our businesses. We aren't dependent upon a single product, application, or geographic area. For example, we provide a variety of different products and services across the natural gas value chain. Our reciprocating engines are used for onshore and offshore drill rigs. Our pressure pumps, engines, and gas turbines are used to produce natural gas, and our gas turbine compressor sets are used in large natural gas pipelines that transport natural gas across North and South America, Europe, Asia, and Australia. If you use natural gas in your home or your business, there is more than a 99% probability that Caterpillar Solar gas turbine compressor sets were used to transport the gas from the well site to your home. The gas may have been produced on an offshore platform in the Gulf of Mexico or in a shale field in Texas or Oklahoma. Lastly, Caterpillar engines and Solar gas turbines burn natural gas to produce electricity. I had lunch today in Houston today with the president of a large natural gas pipeline company that utilizes Caterpillar products. Caterpillar has played a large role in the shale revolution that has resulted in the rapid increase of oil and natural gas production in the United States. The U.S. is much less dependent on foreign sources of oil, which will be very positive for the U.S. economy in the long term. The low price of oil and natural gas is primarily the result of increasing production, but is also impacted by slowing demand in some parts of the world. As consumers, when you're filling up at the pump, you're probably enjoying the extra money in your pocket. But this also means oil and gas companies are delaying making new investments for oil exploration and production. These companies will delay investments until the price of oil increases, which means Caterpillar customers will purchase less products from Caterpillar until that happens, whether it's engines for drill rigs or tractors to prepare drilling sites. I've lived through 5 severe oil price declines during my career, so this is not a new experience. When prices are high and business is booming, it's easy to conclude prices will never significantly decline again and business will remain strong for many years. On the other hand, when oil prices have crashed and business is slow, it's easy to conclude that the market has fundamentally changed and will never improve again. Neither one of these scenarios are correct. Commodities are cyclical, and that's a fact of life that Caterpillar has always had to contend with. Natural gas prices have also declined, but natural gas production is still relatively strong due to the increasing use of natural gas in the United States for power generation. Unlike oil, there is not a single global market for natural gas, since it is more difficult to transport over long distances. Instead, there are several regional markets for natural gas, and each market is impacted by a unique set of supply and demand dynamics that results in a different price in each region. Due to rapidly increasing natural gas production in the United States, natural gas prices at home are significantly lower than in many parts of the world. Several large LNG, or liquefied natural gas export facilities, are being built in the U.S. to export LNG. Literally billions of dollars are being invested in these LNG facilities. It's an amazing turn of events. 10 years ago, industry experts and government policymakers were convinced that the U.S. was running out of natural gas, and several LNG import facilities were being built. Advances in technology, primarily the combination of horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing, have resulted in the rapid increase of both natural gas and oil. Caterpillar and our dealers have played a large part in this energy revolution. We believe that oil and gas is a great long-term business, but it is cyclical. However, in the long term, urbanization and a growing middle class in the developing world will continue to increase global energy demand. Switching to resource industries, the mining industry has been under the pressure of low commodity prices for a number of years. That has caused many of our mining customers to cut capital spending, including the purchase of new equipment. Miners are doing what they need to do to preserve cash and lower their expenses. We are always watching for trends in the mining sector and how miners are utilizing their existing fleets. Again, we believe that this is the right business long-term for Caterpillar. Construction in North America has been stable to some extent, but oil-related construction has declined. The construction business generally is also feeling the effects of weak global commodities. Brazil has been in a recession, and in China, the industry has been at 10-year lows. I'd like to make a few comments about China. It is a country that is important to many companies, including Caterpillar. I'm sure you're all aware of China's economic struggles in the last couple of years. We've witnessed a slower economic growth rate in China, and in the long term, we believe this is a positive development. China is working to transform its economy for more sustainable growth, which is good for China, good for the world, and good for Caterpillar. China is and will be the largest single construction market in the world, and it's part of our long-term strategy. That's also true for many other industries and companies. Long-term, construction has substantial room to grow across the globe. It's regional, but is also cyclical. All regions of the world are below prior peaks, some substantially. But there are significant infrastructure needs virtually everywhere we look, including the United States, and better infrastructure is necessary for global growth over the long term. A bright spot on the horizon for many in the construction business and anyone who has traveled over the roads in Illinois during the winter is the recent passage of the 6-year federal highway bill. The legislation will provide much-needed stability in federal transportation funding, and we hope that will encourage contractors to purchase new equipment instead of renting or relying on older models, as many have done while waiting for long-term funding. The highway bill is good for the industry and for other reasons as well. Our machines are involved in constructing nearly every aspect of our transportation infrastructure, and we're also a big user of the highway system. We rely on it to move our products, parts, and components around the country. So aging roads and bridges also cost us time and therefore money. A number of states around the country have enacted initiatives like bonds or tax increases to pay for infrastructure. And we hope that after the winter thaw, we will see new Caterpillar machines improving the nation's infrastructure. So there's a lot going on in the world that impacts our economy and our industry. Not just Caterpillar, it also affects our competitors. The entire industry is competing for a larger slice of what is becoming a smaller pie. Despite the tough business climate, we have been on a successful journey since 2010 to improve our market position. There are several things we've worked on and gotten right that's made this possible. 1, the quality of our products has never been better. 2, our dealers are performing well. And 3, our product offerings are very competitive. We're focused on keeping the company as strong as possible. We do that by offering the best products and services to enable our customers to be more successful with our products than they are with our competitors. I'm sure the recent restructuring announcements have been on people's minds, as well as plans for our new headquarters building in Peoria. We've had job reductions, including here at home, and it has been tough, but it has been necessary. As for the new headquarters building, we won't break ground until global economic conditions improve. While now is not that time, our vision and plans for a new headquarters in downtown Peoria still stand. As I mentioned earlier, our leadership team is accustomed to managing through cycles. It's required to remain a viable business. We count on our employees. They are the lifeblood of our business. The talent, skills, and passions they bring to their job are what makes us a global leader. Because we're in the midst of a digital explosion, analytics, the data we get from our equipment, and how we use it to help our customers work more productively, efficiently, and safely is taking on greater importance every day. More employees will need to embrace data, essentially bringing an analytics acumen to their job. If you're like me, you probably feel the pace of change is greater today than it was even 5 years ago. That means employees who will readily adapt to changing how they work, what they are working on, and who they work with will be highly valued. And this applies to our entire workforce, from production workers to our office employees. The relationships we have in East Peoria and all the communities we have a presence in are incredibly important to us. The STEM Lab is a great example of how we're working with East Peoria High School to encourage students' focus on technology, engineering, exposing them to career opportunities that involve science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And we're also involved in helping fund and equip the Junior High's Technology Lab. It's been very successful introducing students to technology and manufacturing skills, and it's inspiring them to learn more about related careers they might otherwise not have considered. High-quality education is essential. In fact, I think the very core of productivity and prosperity, above and beyond anything else, is education. After all, the only real competitive advantage a company or a country has comes down to their people. So we're very excited to have these kinds of opportunities to partner with educators as they prepare our future workforce. In closing, I want to say that first and foremost, we are dedicated to our customers' enduring success. By truly understanding their business, we can provide them with unmatched products, services, and solutions. Caterpillar is built like our machines. We work hard. We endure. We succeed. Thank you for inviting me this evening.
I'd like to thank Jim tonight. He's a very busy man, as he mentioned, lunch in Houston today, so he got back tonight. So again, a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you very much.
Jim, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. This time I'd like all the Green Company recipients of the award to please stand. Previous winners, Steve, Chuck, Bruce, Bill. And present the recipient of this year's Green Company of the Year Award. I'd like to introduce Bruce Buddy, who's the interim president of Illinois Central College. And I'd really like to stress that interim, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. The recognition as a Green Company of the Year, I know for us was very significant, and it kind of, in many ways, kind of an important validation of ICC's efforts to support and enhance green and sustainable business practices and practices all throughout the college, in our daily operations, in the classroom, and throughout the community. So very proud, and I'm pleased to be able to recognize and introduce this year's award winner. This year's winner is a family-owned business operated here, providing services to Central Illinois area, priding themselves in service for over 40 years. They've been a great steward to the environment, of changing and adapting the way they do business to help protect the environment while they're still providing this high-quality service. So it's my pleasure to introduce the Green Company of the Year this year, Liberty Termite and Pest Control. I want to thank you for your commitment to the community and to the environment.
Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Tammy, Kevin?
You want to say anything?
Kevin, you've never been a lost words.
Wow, give me a microphone, that's in trouble. You know, being in the pest management business, receiving an award like this is a pretty big deal to us. It shows that there are alternative methods to control insects without applying thousands of gallons or hundreds of gallons of chemical, and being environmentally responsible. With that, you know, I want to recognize my family, Janet, Frank Bohr, who were the founders of Liberty Pest Control, my wife Tammy, and our staff. I thank you so very much. This is an honor. Thank you.
All right, and at this time, I'd like all the businesses of the year to please stand. Businesses of the year. This year, we did change the award around a little bit. When we looked at the what comprised the chamber membership, it's largely comprised of smaller businesses, so we felt we'll do both. We'll do a smaller business and then Company of the Year also. So this time I'd like to have Dr. Ray Ramirez. Doctor, Lakeview Veterinary Clinic was last year's recipient of the award, and Ray is going to present both awards tonight.
Thank you, Rick. Rick also asked me to say a few words about what the award meant to us at Lakeview Veterinary Clinic, because last year my wife got to accept the award because I wasn't here. I was picking up actually a speaker for a conference I was working with in Decatur, Illinois. But the word that came to me as I thought about it was really validation. I am not a lifelong resident of East Peoria. I grew up in Quincy, Illinois, and actually graduated from Chatham-Glenwood in Springfield. Went to U of I because I stuck my nose in a book to become a doctor, and graduated from veterinary school there in 1986. We traveled around doing a number of different things, and 8 years ago bought Lakeview Veterinary Clinic across the street here from Paradise. And if anyone has had to move a number of times, and especially when your family is a little bit older, I was 45 years old when we bought that practice. We had spent almost 20 years north of Decatur investing our life and our family in that, and changing that was really kind of scary. We had several different things that happened at the time that said, yes, I want you here. This is, the next step in your life. And so as we moved over here, we started looking at different opportunities to get involved in the community. And the chamber was very welcoming. The whole East Peoria community was incredibly welcoming to us. And so it was very exciting. And so as we got to be more involved, they invited me to become ambassador at the chamber, which was, I was like, what does that mean? And they're like, oh, you just go to meetings. And I'm like, well, I found out that wasn't completely true. The rule on this is you find out what your obligation is before you say, yes, I'll help with that. But it was really quite incredible. Again, it was kind of validation that this is where we were supposed to be. And really, then getting Company of the Year was just so incredible. And again, a validation that God had us here. And I know that's sometimes not appropriate to say in 2016, but I really feel that's very important. And that's the reason I wasn't here last year. I was with a group of men from my home area of Decatur, putting together a men's conference to understand how to better live our life, how to share that with other people. And so one of the things that we want to do tonight for everyone that's here is give a little gift as we're talking about challenges in life. We were waving our little star, and they didn't give me that little one to make everything just right. Oh, there it is. That doesn't always get to happen. But this CD, I know, has helped to change my life. We gave it to all the guys that were at our conference last year, and we want everyone to get one of those. So we'll be handing those out before everyone leaves. But I have the distinct pleasure to get a chance to introduce today the Small Business Company of the Year. And so this person is well respected by his peers, winner of several awards, eats lunch locally every day, thus supporting the local community, has established well-known relationships with their customers. It started as a one-person operation and is now a family business. His office was founded over 40 years ago. This is very exciting to me, I found out. He marched in Selma in the 1960s. The 2016 Small Business of the Year and Small Businessman of the Year for East Peoria, Dick Williams of Williams, and Bebenick Laws.
Surprise.
Thank you. Congratulations. Yes. Well, I've been here, started my practice here 44 years ago. My biggest thing is I just get to know and like the people that come to me, and I've had a good time. I've got 2 sons who have practiced law with me and another that does our books. My wife helps with the books, Jane. And Joe Benbenick is a stalwart part of our firm. He's the brother-in-law of the mayor. I won't hold that against him. And was it the mayor that brought you here? God? Was that him? Anyway, yeah, I did march in Selma, but I stayed toward the back, away from all the trouble. And my daughter, who started out as a lawyer with me, when she started as a lawyer, so we got 3 out of 5 kids that are lawyers. She went to California, I went to visit her, and she has a little office, hole in the wall, just like I started. And so I'm so proud of her. because I couldn't do it in Los Angeles, I'll tell you that, because it's not the same as East Peoria. And Joe, thanks for all the things you do for our firm. And Andy and Rich are my two sons that work with me. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dick. He didn't know it. We were meeting at Eisel's the other day, and Dick happened to come in, and so we were sitting there, and I had my little notes out, and I had to quick hide them under there, kind of inconspicuously, and he started talking about, and Rick and the mayor were just kind of talking to him about how he came to East Peoria, and that's how I got about half of these little pieces of information here. So probably when I got to Selma, he was like, uh-oh. So, and now it's my distinct pleasure to get to introduce the big business of the year in East Peoria. And the exciting thing about being a big business, all us small businesses aspire to, is that they start off small. Everybody does. And the unique thing about the business of the year for 2016 for East Peoria is that it does not feel big. You feel like you're right at home. They're very benevolent. They pride themselves on customer service. They want to be the choice of their customers. They're known for believing in people when no one else would. Many successful businesses have been established because of them. They have been in business for over almost 100 years. Their original location was chosen with a purpose, to be next to the stockyards, but now they have several locations. The 2016 Big Business of the Year in East Peoria is Southside Bank.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. What can we say? I don't know what to say. Thank you. This is quite a nice surprise. On the way here tonight, my wife said, "Do you have to speak tonight?" I said, "No, I get to have a few drinks and have a good time." I had a good friend who one time told me to always have a speech prepared, keep it in your back pocket in case unexpectedly something comes up and you need to speak, and really wishing I listened to him right about now. Boy, thank you to the Chamber. This is really such an honor just to be considered, let alone to win this award. I know there's an awful lot of worthy businesses out in East Peoria. There's such great companies that are as worthy, if not more worthy, than we are. And to be thought of along with some of the companies that have won this award in the past is just really humbling for us. So thank you so much. We try to, at Southside Bank, our philosophy has always been to try to do the right thing within the communities you serve. Make sure that you give of yourselves individually with your talents as well as our resources, and we try to do that. And we try to be a good neighbor. We will continue to do that. And this community has been such a great neighbor to us that we really, really appreciate this. So thank you on behalf of our employees, some of which are here. We really appreciate this. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Very deserving company. Mark has been tremendous on the board and been a great help to me throughout the time I've been there. Okay. We could at this time have all the citizens of the year please stand. I know there's more than one here. Now we're talking. All right. To present this year's award, the last year's recipient is Mrs. Dee Tucker. Dee is retired from District 86 and now is with the Fond du Lac Banking Group. So, Miss Dee, and keeps Terry in line. So that's a full-time job. So.
Rick told me he threw away my notes.
I wouldn't even think about doing that.
I would get even. Thank you all so very much. I feel very honored to have received this award, 2014 Citizen of the Year. For those of you who were here last year, you know that I was speechless. I didn't say anything. I almost cried. So I have a lot to say tonight. So get ready. I'm kidding. I would like to thank whoever nominated me, the Chamber Board, also Rick Swan and Audrey Miller, my husband and family for being so sneaky, along with Cindy Reinhardt, Dennis Triggs, Evelyn Spindler, and anyone else who had a hand in giving me this special honor. I didn't actually realize that it was me until Evelyn said 30 years of giving swimming lessons to adults and children. Up until that point, I thought it's some nurse or somebody out here in the audience, but never dreamed it would be me. This was about 1 minute before she announced my name, so believe you me, I was very surprised. I thought someone like me would never get this, but any of you in the audience could be the ones that are going to receive this. I've grown up in East Peoria. I love this community and everything about it. For the 2015 Citizen of the Year, the person is a lifelong resident of East Peoria, attended East Peoria High School and grade school, has been involved in many community activities, very passionate about sports. This person loves children and dogs. Are they shooting at us? This person is visionary, sees things as they should be in the future while combining the past. Now, this can fit many of you in this room, but only one of you will be the 2015 Citizen of the Year. Okay, now that you're all on the edge of your seats, let's get a little more in detail. Our citizen is married. Some of you not married, you can really relax. Our citizen has 2 children who I gave swimming lessons to. Our citizen has degrees from ISU. First professional job was with the Catholic Diocese, then moved to East Peoria to continue his career, became an administrator and then the top administrator. Even though he is not a carpenter or a builder, his vision and guidance, obvious not only when you see new construction but facilities. Not only has he built with bricks and mortar, but has dedicated his career to build a solid educational system for the children of our community for years to come. Please welcome our 2015 Citizen of the Year, my former boss, Wild Bill Tony Ingold.
He's got a fan club coming in also, if you might notice, so.
Wow. Thank you very much.
There you are. Now you may have them.
For those of you who know me, I'm usually not speechless, but this may be one of those times. As I'm watching everybody walk in here, I'm kind of like Dee. It's, I guess, as you look about the room and you hear so many people announce for different things, and it could be anybody in the room, and you never think it's you. And at first, I kind of listened and thought, well, that's a lot of people in the room. And then as it started to narrow down, I guess it kind of became more and more clear. You know, for me, this is an exciting time. I appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you all so much. I am just floored by this. I really don't know what to say. For me, East Peoria is home. It's always been home. My hope is that it always will be home. You look at the things that we've done within the district, and I'm the first to say it doesn't happen because of me. It happens because of the people that I work with and their dedication and commitment. And although I can't see everybody because the light's shining in my eyes, I can only imagine that a lot of them are standing here, you know, and I appreciate the fact that they were here tonight. You know, really it's about a community effort, and certainly we try to build upon that. I work with some great individuals. We've built a great working relationship with East Peoria High School. We've built a great relationship within the city, and the city of East Peoria has been very supportive of us, from the city council to the Chamber of Commerce to Caterpillar to all the individuals that work within conjunction. Many of you are former East Peoria students, and my only hope is we continue to build upon the great educational experiences that we were able to provide. And so certainly I am appreciative of the award. I still am surprised, I'm amazed, and I am proud to be an East Peoria citizen. My biggest thank yous go to my wife, Dawn, my children, Mitchell and Rhiannon, my parents, Van and Carolyn, my brothers, Brad and Keith, and their wives and their families. There's a lot of people to thank, and it would be impossible for me to do it all without keeping you here much, much longer. But I do thank you, and for whoever nominated me, I appreciate this so much, and I certainly will do my best to continue to uphold the standards that we've set for East Peoria District 86, as well as East Peoria as a community. So thank you very much. I appreciate everything.
Congratulations, Tony. It's very exciting for your family here. And we do have a little surprise ending here. We've got a special video that we'd like to present here from State Representative Mike Eunice, who wasn't able to be with us tonight, but he has a little something to say.
Good evening and Happy New Year, everyone, and congratulations to the East Peoria Chamber on another successful banquet. Also, congratulations, Tony Engel. Very well-deserved congratulations on winning this year's Citizen of the Year. I want to apologize, and I'm sorry to everyone that I couldn't be there tonight. However, I'm with my daughter and the first robotics team with Mrs. Beardeman at the state tournament this weekend in Champaign. Another great example of the excellence of education in the city of East Peoria. So Tony, congratulations again. Thank you for what you do, and thank you to all of the educators for everything that you do for our community. I'm truly humbled tonight and honored to have been asked to be a part of helping present this very special award. This year, for the first of its kind in the history of the East Peoria Chamber of Commerce, and possibly the last time that this great honor will occur, the East Peoria Chamber of Commerce has decided to hand out not one, but 2 Citizen of the Year awards this year. And the recipient of this award is very well deserving. Again, this is the first time this has happened, but this award is probably long overdue. And I'm very excited to be a part of this exciting evening to help reward this well-deserving individual. A person who cares so much about the city of East Peoria, who deeply cares about everything in this community and who bleeds East Peoria colors. I'm very happy and proud to call him my friend, and at this time, what I would do is ask Mayor Dave Mingus to please come to the podium, and Mayor Mingus is going to now take over from here and assist in presenting the rest of this award to this most deserving individual. Congratulations to you. I look forward to seeing everyone very soon. Thank you all very much. Good night.
For those of you who don't know, for a guy who just loves to have control of everything, Rick, you don't tonight.
I lost it.
To all our friend, and Mike is absolutely right, there's nobody more deserving. This year's recipient, Rick Swan.
Now I can. we might as well keep it in the family because my mom and dad, my wife Jan's here, my daughter Dawn, grandchildren, my son Judd. I saw him walk in somewhere. What can I say? You know, it is truly an honor, and I truly am honored to share it with Tony tonight because he's very, very deserving. And all I can say is they got me. You know, they got me. So I figured, you know, at some point maybe, but not tonight. So I am. Again, I thank Jan. We've been married 40, let me add real quick, 47 years. 47 years. So this year. So had to do the math real quick. I'm not as sharp as I used to be. So, but no, again, it's with her help, guidance, and everything that's helped everything in my total career, 37 years at Keystone, and then very, very fortunate to hook up with the city and the chamber. So I can't say enough. Again, two wonderful kids, Judd, again, Dawn, great grandchildren. You know, you couldn't ask for better grandchildren than Mitch and Rhiannon, and now Caleb's 10 months. So mom and dad still around. Jan's mom and dads are still here with us. So we're very blessed with that. So, and I can't say enough, again, about all the friends that are out here, and I do consider everyone friends because, again, that's what builds everything, and trust and friendship, and, you know, it's just being together. So, again, I can't thank everyone enough. Usually I'm not at a loss for words, right, David? And you got me. So, in closing tonight, and Kim, you really got me. She said we had a special text come in, and I was supposed to hold the end of the meeting, so. Also, I'd really like to thank Scott Estes, Scott, Dennis, Connie. They knew about this award. And it was and Jan did too, but it was very, very hard to keep it from Dawn. I mean, it was, you know, I mean, that was a challenge. That was a challenge. And so, you know, again, we couldn't have done this without their help. Again, guys, thank you, because just getting Tony here tonight was a little bit of a challenge. And we said, no, you got to come. You got to be there. You got to be there. So, again, thanks, guys. And again, the recipients, if you would, I always forget this, don't leave, because Audrey and Allie would like to get some pictures of that, of everyone with everything. Again, Jim, thank you. Very appreciate again. Taking time out of a very, very busy schedule to be with us tonight. Again, all of our sponsors, we thank them for helping. We thank you for being here. Paradise staff, I think the meal itself and everything's always top shelf and do a wonderful job for us. So, Allie, David, Audrey, thank you. Making it easy for me. You know, I just show up, stand here. So, you know, again, all of you, thanks for the support all year, and we can't do it without you. So look forward to seeing you at all the events. Have a great evening. See you at the next event.